I walk the streets with my swagger on, supernatural, facing a million opponents, and my role is to act alone. Lights, camera when the action's on. Where I roam is a battle zone, a vigilante in the catacombs. But I rock with a hot shot like a clock when it's cocked and popped and the lead is gone. People say that my head is gone, but it's them same people with need of my help when I'm heading home in life. They say that everybody got a purpose, so I roam the city streets like faulty cellular service. The hot shot, sharpshooter, superhero, destined to shine like light through the dark and evil. I fight for what's right in the hearts of people and try to open y'all eyes, cause it's hard to see truth. You ever feel like everybody's the same but you different? That's when you know you're here to make a difference. Hot shot, you gotta try.
Here comes a new challenger!
What's up, everybody? How you doing? My name is Mike Watson, aka Most Epic, Most Enthusiastic Person in Comics, and we're here for the 224th episode of show I call Chat and Draw. The chat is now live. Hope you're gonna enjoy hanging out with us tonight. We have an awesome guest, and my awesome co-host Amayu is in the building.
Oh, I decided to just add my own little thing here. Hey,
I love
you guys.
I love it. How you doing?
I am good. I am good. I have the activity of my limbs. I can't complain, but I'm not gonna take y'all to church tonight. But
Okay.
it's a good day. I'm blessed.
All right. That's what's up. So I forgot to do this, but FSK update. Vigilance, Green Zone, all shipped off. Emerald Quest for the majority is shipped off. If it has not been shipped, it is because you have not filled out your survey, which I have given more than enough time for people to fill out their surveys. And there are a few packages that need Emerald Quest number 1, which should be being delivered to my house this week. And then I'm just going to drop the number 1 books in the packages and ship all those off. Tessa's over here working right now, and she is updating everyone's packages with whether it's shipped or not. If it gets updated to in progress, that means you have digital rewards that you have not gotten or you already grabbed. So our next Kickstarter will be 5-star. Very soon we're going to release that date for when that's going to pop off. And we will be at GalaxyCon Columbus. So you should definitely join us for that. That's December 3rd through the 4th. Keeman, what's good, man? What's up? Andrew, how you doing? And
J-Man is here too. Hey, J-Man, but you coming up as Facebook user. But hey, anyway.
I wish it would stop doing that. And Legend, I absolutely know we were going to get to those, but I had to get these boxes out on time. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's all the update right now. That's going on with FSK. We got more stuff in the pipeline. We got FSK Day coming up here soon. You guys are gonna love that. So, and no, I know I said FSK Day because we have FSCon now. FSCon now is a thing. FSK Day is about to be something else. But yo, before we bring our guest on here, did you see that Creed 3 trailer?
I did. Okay. I'm gonna be a total girl here and ooh, the muscles. I was here for all of the muscles. I was yes, muscles. But it actually looked like it would be a good movie.
Hey,
Confession though.
I appreciate both the man's dedication to muscle wear. I appreciate all the actors. That trailer was amazing. But all I care about was that bar that was said at the end of the trailer. My man said, let go of all your fears. Move away from what was and walk into what is. Bar! Oh my God, that was hard. That was.
Sip your water on that. Let that marinate. Let that marinate.
That was a motherfucking bar for a script. And I love it because Rocky and in Creed, there's always bars being dropped. If Rocky ain't saying something, somebody else is.
Right.
And I love it. That was, oh my God. That was like some Black Panther shit right there.
Right. I felt the Killmonger in that one.
Right. Right. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get our guest up here so we can go ahead and get this chat and drawn fully underway.
Here comes a new challenger.
I think it's time for me to save the day.
It's a ding dong for me.
You don't want to be rude, you want to ding dong. So
Yeah, like hello, I'm here. It's your neighbor, Vesenia.
How are you doing?
Doing good, trying to keep going, It's past my bedtime. This I'm kidding.
I feel you.
I
Yeah.
did it, but first off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hit your Kickstarter goal already of $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,734, and you have 30 backers with 12 days to go on this bad boy.
Yep, we're trying to hit the 2,000 goal, for the hardcover. So $266 left to go, baby.
Well, you said the hardcover?
Yeah, the hardcover. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this right. You know what I'm saying?
All right, hold on, chat. Look, all right, let's get this happening. There's the link. Quick link put in the chat. Go ahead and get that mug shared out. Let's get some pledges. Come on, y'all. We can get to 200 for the end of this show. We can get to 2,000. Come on. We can make that happen. Share us out. Click on it if you have not pledged yet. Even if you're pledging $1, let's check this bad boy out. All right. Looks like you got a video playing for it.
Oh, boy. I don't like to hear my own voice.
Hey y'all, it's Vesenia Lindsay, known as Bus. I am here with another awesome Kickstarter. Do you know who I am? You definitely check down below. I work on YouTube, Twitch, and I also make my comic book celestial posts. But this is me and more about this Kickstarter. This Kickstarter is actually called Posttober, DC versus Marvel. Posttober is a challenge that I do with my community. We take our mascot Posty and turn him into amazing, wonderful things, from ghouls to princesses, but this time we're focusing on your favorite superheroes. So with this Kickstarter, I'm focusing on printing the book, something similar to this one. This is actually our 2019 and 2020 book. It's a little deluxe art book that I've done with all the hand pieces that I've created. The book is going to look similar to this and have the same thickness, maybe a little bit more, because I am doing exclusive pieces that the internet has not seen yet. So definitely, if you're interested, take a look at what we have. Definitely have rewards for you guys. A lot of acrylic charms to stickers to posters to everything that makes a Kickstarter what it is. On top of that, we do have stretch goals to beef up those rewards. And I'm also collaborating with Burning Spear Comics, who right now is having a Kickstarter called Journey to Equa. I'm going to be drawing Pulsey along with their character, and that will be also another little reward for you guys to make everything so special. I want to thank you guys in advance for taking a look at this Kickstarter, and definitely thank you in advance for helping with this project, because without you guys, this will be absolutely a thought and not reality. So thank you again.
Awesome. So
Excuse the to me, I feel like that video was so calm, but I had COVID while doing that video.
did you?
Yes, and the COVID brain was not working. I mean, I was sitting there like,
You just sent a chill video to me, so it didn't read COVID. So that's
It did not read COVID.
yeah, it was challenging. I didn't even expect it. A lot of people say when you catch COVID, like sometimes you get the COVID brain. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I was like, hi, I'm Bess. Oh man. But yeah, definitely that is what we're up to, guys. Postover, working on Marvel versions of the piece. This is what I did today, which is the homegirl Wasp as Posey. Well, Posey as Wasp. My favorite one so far right now is Blade. Look at Blade, y'all.
oh nice. I like that.
Okay,
He
great.
is bomb diggity.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, oh man, there's so many that I have so far that I'm just like, man, I don't even know what to choose anymore. I don't even know what's the favorite.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. How did this even start?
This whole situation. um, so Pulsey was actually created by me and the community. So I started YouTube in like 2014, I will say. So I made Posty, I think 2015. Let me see. Let me double check. All I know is Posty's birthday is October 13th, 2017. Yeah, so Posty makes 5 years old. And what I did was I liked the idea that one of my friends had a mascot called Ghosty. And I was like, that's so cute. I want one. So she was like, you should make a mascot. You should talk to your community about it. So I talked to my community about it. They're like, yeah, Bess, let's do this. I'm like, oh man, if I come up with the sketches, y'all need to help. They were like, okay. So I made a stream, and I was running the Celestial Pulse Kickstarter at that time. And I was like, guys, we should make a Pulsey. Like, we should come together with this. So I came out with some sketches, and they were like, oh, Vess, we got some other ideas. So I opened it up to where people can send me in sketches. Like I'll have it where they can screenshot it. They'll send me in their sketches. And we just went ahead, had a fun time till we came up with the actual design of Pulsey. So this is kind of how like a couple of these were my sketches, then it was their sketches, and then this was like the lineup to the second version, and then it was like finally we got our man, our main man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then at that time I was doing Inktober also, but I really didn't like Jake Parker's prompts. They were just too vague. I didn't like the fact that I had to draw. I was trying to keep it as a theme because I wanted to work on like things that was focused on my comic. And he had this one called Chicken. I was like, really, dude? Like chicken out of all things. What am I supposed to do with chicken? So I was like, you know what? Forget this. We're gonna make our own. So I came up with the first couple of them was just like, voodoo doll and ghoul. And then it started picking up the next year. And while I was doing that, everybody was like, Vess, when you gonna drop that art book? And I was like, what? So I was like, nah, y'all keep requesting things from me. You're gonna have to put your money where your mouth is. I can't do this anymore. Y'all can't just be requesting things and then expect me to put everything in and then y'all get it later. No, y'all gonna have to do it. So I made a Kickstarter that same week and I dropped it and it hit its goal. I will say that day.
That's what's up.
And I was like,
He was like, okay,
I
they
was
really
like,
want this, huh?
right. I was like, okay, so we gonna have to really keep this up. So while I was finishing up this book, I started working on superheroes because we started with DC at first. Because I thought it'd be fun to do like because we're doing DC and Marvel, and I was thinking about doing like cartoons, different type of animes, different type of indie probably creators type prompts because a lot of people have been doing them. Um, but I've noticed when I was in cons and I was drawing like Batman and Superman, people were like, "What's that? Can I buy that?" And I was like, I'm gonna turn into a book." They were like, "Let us know." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you know." But again, you got to put your money where your mouth is. So it's just been an ongoing thing now. It's just us. I love doing ink in general because ever since I was young, this is all I did was color pencils, Crayolas, you name it, I had it. But now that I'm older and I can afford some microns and gel pens, um, it helps me keep sharp with always creating something every day, something brand new, something different. So it helped my community because they feel like they're part of something. They feel like they are working towards something because honestly they blew me out the water because they've been doing things where they have Pulsey with the character and like one of our community members, Chibi Chan, she went ahead and she drew Thor backing away because Pulsey threw like grabbed the hammer and was trying to hit him with the hammer. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's creative.
Right.
So now we're just trying to keep each other inspired till the last day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me asking, like, have you been drawing all your life, or like, when did you really get started?
I got started when I was 5. So I've been drawing ever since I picked up a pencil. They knew I was going to be an artist because I used to go to school in pre-K and I loved the paints that they had. And my grandmother, she kept all my pictures that I drew. And I remember when my mom got pregnant and I drew my mother and the baby inside the stomach. But it wasn't a stick person. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. You know how like those old children books where they're like, they look really cartoony, but it feels like a child drew it. That's was my skill at that age. So my grandmother kept up with it. She was like, "Hey, let's give her some papers. Let's give her some pens. Let's see what she can do with that."
Right.
And I started drawing my Saturday cartoons. I remember it was what was it? Bugs Bunny. You know how they was like dressed up as superheroes? He was like blue with the black. I used to draw a lot of that.
So, like, do you ever do like a throwback Thursday and show like your old drawings from like when you were a child?
Tell you the truth, I should. I only show them off when like I'm in let's say if the chat is talking and they're like, yo, my art is trash. How do I get good? And I'm like, listen, my art was trash. And this is where it was at. And this is where I am today. You can get there with more practice. Because they think, just look at my husband, he ready. See, I have old drawings. These are not great. You look at these, it's bad. This is
your
back.
husband?
Huh?
Was that your husband?
Yeah. He like you.
Hey, that is all. Hey, that's AKA always ready. AKA always got something up his sleeve.
I said
AKA
old drawings.
he got it.
Yep. He got them. So yeah, I pull out these bad boys, but these were back when I was like 14. I have ones that I was like I would say 11, 10 because I got them and I just keep them in there so they don't get ruined. But these, I try to redraw them and stuff because these are like basically, I think they called it character book when you draw a character so many times. So that's what that is. And I keep it around. I show people and I'm like, look, look at the anatomy on this bad boy. It is not that great, you can get better. Just continue to take your time and go through the experience. That's what art is, an experience. You got to enjoy the ride.
Absolutely.
Well, your worst probably was better than my best. I am
Oh,
not
nah.
an artiste at all. I act. I do that. I can do that. Sing a little bit.
Ooh.
But yeah, the drawing, no ma'am.
Drawing, I never knew her.
No, not at all. Most epic. What else did you want to discuss today? Are we going to talk about Creed? Oh, we talked about Creed already. I'm still thinking about his muscles. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Vess, have you seen the Creed 3 trailer?
no, I didn't, because I'm the type of person that the trailers always give away too much information. So I try to keep away until I see the movie.
I'm the same way with like certain movies, like other ones. I like Creed. I'm like, okay, I know what it's about fighting. So so I didn't mind that one. But if it's like a Marvel one or something, and they start releasing multiple trailers, I usually want to stay away from them. But somebody has me watching them. I'm not gonna say.
Oh my goodness, my chat with once Wakanda Forever came through, I seen all the trailers because my chat is excited, and I was like, "Yo, we rolling up to the movie theaters.
Okay.
Let's do this, because ain't no way we gonna miss that."
I can't wait. I got an extra ticket. I don't know who's going.
Right? we gonna dress up as Shuri and T'Challa, and then for Ariel, we're gonna dress up like Ariel. That's it. It's happening.
Love it.
We're going to the movies.
This Creed 3 trailer has all of Black excellence, Black Panther all over it. It looks amazing. The story was not what I thought it was going to be, which is great. Because I thought it was going to be like Clubber Lane's son, but they really picked something that was different. And oh God, and his wife, Adrian, she is not. This woman is not Adrian, Rocky's wife, at all. And I love it. I love it. I can't wait to go see it. I can't wait. I'm excited. Woo!
Okay. Now, is it Vessie?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you mentioned dressing up. Do you happen to cosplay at all, or
well, if you look back here, that's my cosplay of my character.
Oh wow, I love it.
So I made that whole thing. I haven't put it on since COVID, so your girl got to get back in shape to put that on. Yeah, I do.
Anything for the cosplay.
Anything for the cosplay. But yeah, I definitely dress up. I used to not be the one to dress up, but ever since my husband been trying to get me, because everybody's an introvert, right? Like, so I was one of the ones that I'm like, he was like, dress up, be something else. So it helped me like come out of the shell and just be like a chatterbox, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess I get to dress up as my character, who is the person that, I invented in my mind, the story that I invented in my mind, tell me get through things. And she was like my alter ego. So I'm like, if I'm going to play her, I'm going to play her right. And I have to step out that shell and, try to be different from who I am, but show myself at the same time. Like it's not that bad. Like
it's definitely
what are they going to say about me?
Zelada said, Juju, it's true. We marching in the theater. Juju is working on his Wakandan accent. And they said that you fight crime at night. So, hey, I love it.
Right. Oh, man. Oh, you know what I did notice, though? While working on these post-tobers, I've noticed DC was a little bit more easier than Marvel, because all the comics from Marvel, all their covers are flat. The only ones who do it right is Spawn. So I usually have to go back to Spawn's issues to pick out decent dynamic poses or like just the backgrounds and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Because like, oh man, it was bad. Even Ant-Man was bad. Like I was trying to get some like decent poses and it was just real flat. It looked like a paper doll.
Really?
Yeah.
See.
And like DC is not that way. I think DC took a lot of like how Spawn has like those real dynamic poses. But again, you got Superman, Batman, they gotta be dynamic. You can't just have them flat. But everybody else, like I can honestly say Captain America, I had to look at fan art because people were a lot more dynamic in their posing versus the comics. And I was like, man, who was in the comic room saying that, yeah, this is okay?
Right.
Let's have the let, let's have the Winter Soldier just stand there, like
Right.
posed,
Yeah,
nothing else.
they've been going for more graphic design type of covers lately.
I guess it's like I don't know. Somebody who's been doing like I've been doing these post-tobers. It made me really reflect on my covers, like so much so that next cover I want to do it different because I'm like I don't want the same old standing and looking, and I want something like, oh crap, what is this? Yeah.
JD Smith, Digi artist, said, "How far back were you going on these comics?"
What you mean? How far back?
I guess
I got the covers. Whoosh! I have what? I have 9 going on 10 issues. That's a lot. I can't do all of them over again, but like I'm thinking about doing trade, so like bigger books and putting all the books together. So I might actually do some dynamic stuff for those, and then like put out a Kickstarter, and you guys could have some really cool covers for that. Cause I want something really really nice where it's like eye grabbing and ooh I want that.
right. All right, you heard
Yeah.
her. Go ahead and hit that Kickstarter for us. Real.
Hmm. Come
Um,
on.
where is that other comment? So, Kingman also mentioned that we will be dressed in all white for the Wakanda Forever premiere.
White and gold.
I got my it. I got my crown. I keep saying that every weekend. I'm messing around. It's gonna be the 10th, and I'm gonna be still working on it.
Oh yeah. Dressing up to the nines like Kangs.
Zeladen said to ask you about how you drew everything you saw on your way to Ohio from Brooklyn. Are you from Brooklyn?
I'm from New York City, yeah. So definitely I've been drawing. I've been drawing like crazy. I used to be very, very fascinated with the way I lived, but then moving to Ohio, like I love the mountains. Like especially like if you ever drove from New York to Ohio and like PA has those mountains and they kind of cut it on I-80 so you can actually see how like I don't even know how you call that. It's like a gradient between like the reds, the browns, and the grays of the color of the stone.
Mm.
So nice, especially with the trees in the summer. I love
Right.
it.
And probably in the fall too. Probably looks pretty cool.
Yeah, the fall looks really cool. Mhm.
Let's see. JD Smith said I guess I'm asking because Marvel has great dynamic pose artists such as Sal Buscema and Mark Bagley. I don't know these people.
Yeah.
I watched
Mark
them.
Bagley is classic.
Yeah, definitely.
You should
No, that's what
you still got some time this month, so I would look at Oliver Coppel. I would look at Ryan Otley. Um,
Yeah,
and
because
Andy Kubert.
when it came down to Spider-Man, Spider-Man was way easier. But again, Spider-Man is that dynamic look, right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
But like you go to Ant-Man and you just got the front of an ant and then his little body. And it's flat and you're like,
Yeah.
what is this? Or like you got Captain America with his shield, no gradient, no nothing. and he looks like a paper doll, and I'm like, okay. So it's like two great artists out of how many that have done these comics.
Right.
Like, come on, y'all, like get it together. And so it's sad to see, because you get excited to do it, and then you're like, oh boy. So then you even go to like the MCU stuff, and the MCU don't even got no dynamic poses. You're like, well, how the hell? Because they got, the movies were great. Like what? So you don't get enough stuff from there, and I'm like, so I always go back to Spawn. I go back to Spawn. I go back to the person who makes what you call it? Yeah, Mark, who does Spider-Man. Yeah, the Hulk, Sal, who did the Hulk. Yeah, he had dynamic poses. The Hulk was easy peasy, ready to go. I looked at the Doctor Strange stuff. The person who made Doctor Strange's art now is a lot better with it than it was before. Before it was not that well, so I had to like go based off of what I seen from movie posters with him being zombie Doctor Strange. That was dope.
I like that too.
Yeah, that was dope. So that one actually came out really dynamic because I did him like this. So it's like the skull, like the skulls and stuff, and then you can see the little hands holding on top of him, like his cloak. And my husband had to help me with that one because I didn't know if I wanted to have him break the dimension so it could be like half zombie, half strange. And I was just sitting there from after I was hanging out with what geez, Four Tails podcast. There we go. Boom. Hanging out with them. I was sitting there like and I didn't get started till 1 in the afternoon. I was like, oh no. This is bad. And then my husband wanted to go out to eat, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna be done by that. He's like, don't worry, Bess, you got this. I'm like, no, I don't. I quit. He's like, you can't quit. It was great.
Your aunt was cute. Vess drew the ant in Posey form. So
I did. Look at that.
Got his whole gear on, his headgear. I don't know what that thing's called.
Yeah. This was really fun to draw because it had like the little did a lot more cross hatching. I'm having fun with different type of cross hatching now because I used to doing the straight lines and the curls, but this one was more of like C's and just going, and it looks like little fuzzy hair. So I was like, yeah, boy, I got a hang of it, and it's so serious. People from TikTok was like, Bess, you got a tutorial? And I'm like, I give you guys a tutorial. You want a tutorial now? Don't play with me.
Iron said, never give up, never surrender.
Yeah, man, you're right.
The ant has pulsy eyes, and JD Smith said those are pretty freaking cool. Good stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now I heard there was supposed to be some talk of She-Hulk. Are we talking about She-Hulk tonight or no?
Yeah. Spoilers. Hey, all y'all stupid.
Go home.
Everyone that was dogging that show for the exact reason that this show wrote about you, and you still don't realize that show was writing about you, y'all dumb. She-Hulk was dope as hell. It was funny, and that ending was crazy good. Marvel listens. Marvel hears what y'all are saying, and they give y'all every single time. They give y'all what y'all want, and y'all complain about it. Y'all said it's a lot of white people in these movies. Sure wish we could see some other color. Y'all got it. These movies woke. This is trash. Okay. Marvel has the same formula. They do this all the time. They need to let the directors direct. Phase 4 is nothing but letting the directors direct. These are the worst films that have come out from Marvel. Are you kidding me? She-Hulk is trash. She-Hulk is. You mean she turned into a Hulk from blood? Yep, just like the comic books. Why is she breaking the fourth wall? Because she does it in the comic books. Why is she having so much sex? Because she does it in the comic books. Why is she twerking? Because she fucking wants to. What do you want?
Get it off your chest. Go ahead.
Right.
It just makes me so mad. Like the argument was, or one of the many arguments was, She-Hulk, the lady, she didn't like being catcalled, and she got angry when men catcalled her and over-sexualized her. But she gonna go ahead and twerk with Meg Thee Stallion in her office and over-sexualize herself? Yup, she is. She's gonna twerk in her office with the door shut with her client who's known for twerking. Also, she's a big fan of Meg Thee Stallion.
Right.
And there was nobody else around. It was her office. She was in control of her sexuality at that moment, and she wanted to twerk. That's completely different from a bunch of strange men catcalling you, sexualizing you, when you ain't trying to hear it. Why do I, as a man, have to explain this to you?
And that's that. Zelay said the ending was genius. And that the ending went beyond breaking the fourth wall. They broke the fifth and sixth wall. Keeman said, "A Marvel always around doing it good." And Juju said they knew what the crybabies was going to say before they logged into Twitter.
Sure did.
They mad so.
Because she every time she came through, especially with the Wand episode, she was like, "Oh, you just came back from the Wand sector? That's gonna get me off of Twitter for a little bit, because you know everybody love Wand." And I was like, "Bro, they reading Twitter?
Yeah,
like y'all really reading Twitter and what they saying?" Had me rolling.
Crazy.
But yeah, she was in the privacy of her own office. We just happened to be there because it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she wasn't doing anything that she would have not did. Like, let's say if we were behind closed doors and we twerking with our peoples, you know. So,
man,
let me see Meg Thee Stallion in person.
Meg Thee Stallion was in my office. I'm twerking too.
Right.
The hell? She was excited that Meg Thee Stallion was her client. She admitted she was a fan of her music, and they were celebrating that they won.
Right.
That was a victory twerk.
Mm-hmm. And she was getting it in them pants. I was like, "Let's go, She-Hulk." I was screaming. I was like, "Wait a minute. You better not. You better keep going, girl." Shoot.
Marvel said, "Let me troll the critics in billion-dollar form."
Oh yeah, it was perfect.
Absolutely.
They just trying to control the woman's body, even if she is fictional. That's what Juju said. Facts.
Yep. Yeah, man, it's very aggravating to me because when I like you said, Vest, before you come on, somebody called me biased because I said Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk were top tier TV shows.
Right.
And I even gave reasons why they were top tier TV shows. And you can't look the camera.
Go ahead.
Arrowverse. You can't tell me one of those shows that is consistently for all 10 of their seasons good. I will give you Flash season 1. I will give you Arrow season 1. That's it. The rest of those shows suck. The special effects suck. The characters suck. The stories suck. The villain of each one of those shows is a cell phone. Whenever someone's about to say something important, a cell phone rings and they answer it, and the person they're talking to walks away.
Dang.
You're not going to tell me that the Flash's wife, who has never had superpower powers before, ever, gets the Flash's powers for one day and can do them better than him, who's been training for 8 seasons. She's doing things that he's never done before. Don't even get me started on how the hell does the Flash run after somebody and then lose him when he gets outside. He's the Flash.
But listen, they did that with Smallville. Like I binge watched Smallville and I was disgusted by season 7 because I was like, come on, this is like a repeat of the same thing. And it was just a shame how like you go ahead, you give Lana these powers. She is perfect in them. Y'all about to live happily ever after. Here come Lex Luthor again with his bullcrap. You know, bad enough he made her think she was pregnant, you know, ruining her life. Right. And it's like, come on, y'all. It's the way that WB writes their stuff, you can't binge watch. The way that Marvel writes their stuff, you want to binge watch. That's the difference between them two.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not saying the shows are perfect, but if you really gotta ask me which set of TV shows I'm gonna watch, and look, and this is how I know the Arrowverse, the DC shows are trash. I watched the trailer for Titans season 4. Mm-hmm. They're fighting some I forgot what her name is. She's walking down the street. The Titans walking down the street. They about a mile away from them. They walking. She says some smart aleck shit. Superboy flies at her first, gets knocked the hell back. One punch, Superboy's down. Raven says, oh no, I'm a taker. She runs up there, get her power sucked out, and gets knocked out with one punch. Boy. These are the two strongest characters. After 4 seasons, they have no team unity, they have no game plan, and they are still attacking villains one after one, taking turns. And you know what happened next? Their 2 strongest characters get taken out, and Dick's dumbass feels like running a whole crisp mile up to her, and he starts fighting her with 2 sticks. What's going to happen, Dick? Superboy got knocked out with a punch. Raven got knocked out with a punch. You are a regular man with 2 sticks. He gets knocked out. Takes out the whole thing. That's the trailer. That's supposed to invite me to watch your show?
No.
You know what invited me to watch She-Hulk? She was twerking. No, I lie about that. I was already invested.
Nah.
But with Marvel, that show showcased diversity, culture, life as a teenager, her origin story for being a superhero. It showcased so many things so well that, you know, that didn't take me out of the TV show. She-Hulk was a comedy, and She-Hulk made me realize that every superhero story doesn't have to be a big epic. It can be a regular thing of just regular life situations happening, and then every once in a while you get pulled into something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moon Knight, which isn't, it is in the MCU, but it wasn't connected to anything else immediately. And Moon Knight was dope. And we got one of probably the saddest origin stories ever of a character. Again, looking at different culture and how they handled his sickness. Mm-hmm. It was incredible. Then you get Falcon and Winter Soldier that had whole conversations about stuff I didn't think they were going to have conversations about.
Right.
I'll give you a Black Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing where Falcon gets stopped by the police and the whole assassin does not get begged by the police at all. I mean, there were so many things, like his turmoil of dealing with the Shield and not feeling worthy enough for it. Rhodey coming in, giving him advice. Him working out with the Shield. Somebody said there's no way in the world he'd be able to catch that Shield with no super soldier formula. Shut up. He catches it in the comic book. He's going to catch it in the TV show.
Right.
Y'all's racism just shows through. Like, y'all got to, it's like, I have to scientifically show you why. There's no way Sam Wilson can catch an adamantium vibranium shield coming at that force and that speed. Man, if you don't shut your ass up.
It's so dumb because he has the Falcon wings and he goes at faster speeds and velocities. So what makes you think he can't catch a shield that does the same thing? Y'all bugging. Like, come on.
Mathing on that. It's
like,
not.
Like, come on, make it make sense at this point. Y'all tired. Like, stop it. Like, come on. It's just, it don't make no sense whatsoever. He does a lot. Fights villains on the daily.
I mean, and I know people don't like Eternals. I enjoyed Eternals. But I can also admit that Eternals isn't one of Marvel's better movies. and I can admit that. But the one thing you're not going to argue with me about, and I will fight this tooth and bone. All of Marvel's movies and stuff are still better than everybody else's. The MCU still has entertaining films. There's not one film or show that I can say I hate. There are still parts of them I enjoy, parts of them I'm laughing at, and they fit overall for the whole entire story, for which they're trying to tell. Which also, people were complaining about the fact that Phase 4 is everywhere. What are they doing? Number one, it's a multiversal saga. Why would they be on one path? Why? Why would it be on one path?
We about to get Kang. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stop playing with us. Come on. He about to conquer it.
Eternals was good, just here and there, like you said. Zeladen said Eternals was just a lot. I agree with that. And okay, so I know why my screen name doesn't show. You only have it on one post. So I usually stream it in Freestyle Comics. Oh, that's J-Man again. Hey, welcome back. Marvel's movies are still support each other. And that's that part right there. Because you're not going to miss nothing. You're like, hold on, did that connect to that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kang about to break realities. Yes.
Right.
And people running back to Age of Ultron like they wasn't hating on it.
Why?
Happened to like it.
Oh boy. Listen.
You're absolutely right. People are running back to Age of Ultron like they wasn't dogging that movie. Like they weren't saying it was a piece of trash. I really sit back and I watch these movies. And I know I'm critical of things. I really am. I'm listening back here. I'm watching Iron Man 3. What's really wrong with this movie? You got more Tony Stark?
That's the one with the actor playing the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's Ben Kingsley?
Yeah. What's really wrong with this movie? I got more Tony Stark. He's great. He's funny. He's proven himself without a suit. What really bothered you about this film? I don't see it. Age of Ultron. The Avengers fight millions of robots and punch them in the face.
Right.
That's what I'm here for.
We got Vision.
We got Vision.
You know what I'm saying?
We got some of the best character dialogue or character interaction in Age of Ultron. I digress. Because guess what?
Layden said Age of Ultron actually spoke about a lot of future events.
Yeah. Sure did. We got Vishon.
Not Vishon. I can't.
Yo, somebody for Posttober drew Vishon for Vision, and I was rolling. They gave him the grill, and it said Viz. I was like, what? And
that.
Oh man, it made it even funny because he's he's circular. So I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I loved it. I was like, I need to color that. Send it this way. Let me get it.
You said people about to be running back to Incredible Hulk now too.
Oh yeah.
Incredible Hulk.
Oh, dude. Hey, fuck y'all for real. I was the only dude out here hammering for Incredible Hulk. I was the only one. I came out that movie and y'all dogged it. Y'all dogged that movie. And I sat here and said, what do you want from an Incredible Hulk movie? You want Bruce Banner as a dork? You want some science thrown in there? Dangerous experiments? You want Hulk in there angry? You want to fight the army once or twice? You want the Hulk to fight something just as big as him, punch it in the face, in the middle of the city, breaking buildings? God, what do you want? They gave you all of that. That is an Incredible Hulk comic book. Took it from here and put on a big screen. What could you have possibly wanted more out of that Incredible Hulk movie than the Incredible Hulk that they gave you? But now, because he's Smart Hulk, because they're doing some actual storytelling and giving you character development outside of him just punching things, now you're like, not Edward Norton Hulk was the shit.
Right.
Shut up, man.
They could have afforded to keep him. Or what was the issue? Does anyone know? Was there any backstory? I mean, of course, it would be a legend.
He's a control freak. He wanted to write that movie, rewrite it. He was challenging the directors all the time. He just wasn't a good team player.
Like him.
So I mean, I like him too, but if you can't roll with the team, you can't roll with the team. You gotta get out.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Incredible Hulk was a good movie, and now because and everyone's all like, dude, you can't get everything you want. There are 50 damn characters in
Mhm.
this damn franchise. They can't keep giving the same characters the same amount of love. They got other
Right.
characters they have to focus on. Hulk is a background character. If I didn't have the license all the way to Incredible Hulk, only to the point to where I could feature them as characters, I wouldn't be putting that much attention on Hulk either.
Right.
The rest,
Zelated mentioned that the Incredible Hulk movie set up the Thunderbolts as well.
yes,
I don't-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not aware of these Thunderbolts you speak of. What is that?
that's the new joint that's coming out. Thunderbolts are supposed to be like a bad guy super team posing as good people. Um,
Oh yeah.
and that was just announced that that's coming out. And look, Kevin Feige, as I said on my TikTok, I never got to say thank you, and you
Yeah.
told me I never will. But thank you, Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige has the keys to the kingdom, and y'all may think Disney is telling Feige what to do, but I want you to understand something. Marvel was successful. MCU, I'm talking MCU specifically, was
Mhm.
successful before Disney bought them. If I am a company, I'm not buying some shit to fix some shit. I'm buying some shit because it's already making money. Because I ain't got to work on it. I ain't got to touch it that much. I can just come to the company picnic and say, hey, Kevin Feige, keep bringing in them millions and millions of dollars and go about my
Right.
business. That's how business works. Now, I'm very sure Disney does have these things where they say, Feige, I need you to do this, or Feige, I need you to do that. But if I'm buying out a whole other company that is already successful, I'm not about to mess with their formula.
Don't like
Right.
Zeladen said Kevin watching right now with the dashi.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all right with the Thunderbolts getting put out there because of the Hulk, and I think She-Hulk solidified it because she was backing up these villains. Like, look, they were underneath the government, and they used them, they abused them, and they made them into the villains that they are, and then wanted to be like, oh, we didn't have our hands in the pot when y'all did. So yeah, this opens up a lot of things. A lot of things. And now we get in what? Daredevil Rebirth, something like
Mhm.
that.
Reborn.
So that's about to be nice too, because that suit, man, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. You got my ketchup and mustard outfit on now, my dude. Let's go. We about to be in there. So I'm excited because I did really love the Marvel's stories that Netflix was telling, especially Luke Cage, um, what was it, Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
Punisher. I could do without Iron Fist, and Defenders.
Yep.
If they did Iron Fist, because that dude does suck, and that may not necessarily be his fault, but
Yeah.
when he's acting with Luke Cage, he's dope as hell. They're
Right.
perfect together. So I would prefer a Luke and Iron Fist show,
Right.
and replace the Iron Fist show by itself with the Dragon Sisters, Misty Knight and Old Girl.
Yeah.
Then do your Jessica Jones, your Punisher, and your Daredevil, and then do Defenders.
Right.
That would be my one. But again, Kevin Feige told me to shut the fuck up. Take what I give you. This dinner gonna be good. You gonna like this.
And you was like, yes, sir.
You get
Hand me that plate.
Yes, sir. Can I have another?
Hand me that plate.
After Falcon and Winter Soldier, they got my respect. That show was black as blackish. We need a canon Defenders with Strange, but I digress.
Yeah, dude. Every time Falcon comes on screen, they up his gameplay. They up his level. The flying for Falcon in that show was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, your boy was just showing off, and I was like, yeah, he's the best flyer in the Avengers, flat out.
Yeah.
There's no one better at flying than him.
Cosign.
Because we thought it was Rhodey, but he took it over. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This dude is doing big things now. And we getting Ironheart. Oh, forget it. Forget it. I'm deceased. I'm ready to come back.
I am looking forward to Armor Wars.
Oh,
Riri Williams. When that Black Panther trailer came out, I was a big advocate of T'Challa should be recast, but I'll be fine. I do want to recast. I can't lie. I can't front, but I'll be fine. Then I saw that Black Panther trailer. I said, Feige, go ahead. And Feige, we trust. Let's go. Ryan Coogler. All right, I'm here with you, baby. Take me on this experience. You want me to cry? I'm gonna cry.
yep.
I'm in there. I'm here for all of it.
Okay, let me ask you all something. Well, actually, let me confess something first. I have never really been like a Daredevil fan. So prior to the Daredevil series that's coming out, what would you recommend one watch?
Well, so it depends because Charlie Cox said this is the same Daredevil from the Netflix series, but the tone is changing in MCU's version of it. But I would watch Daredevil because it's an amazing show.
It is.
Okay.
I would check out Defenders because all of them together is great. You don't really need to watch anything else if you're just trying to get ready for Daredevil. But if you're interested, Jessica Jones is really good for the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season is really hard to get into. Punisher is on point for 2 seasons straight.
Yep.
Iron Fist, everybody in that show was better than Iron Fist. So don't even bother watching it.
Okay.
What else we got left? What else was left? Luke Cage. Luke Cage for the first half of the season is amazing. And then it goes downhill. And then the 2nd season is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Defenders is fun all the way around. But if you're just trying to do, I would say Daredevil and Defenders and call it a day.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Zeladen said we about to eat soul food with collard greens. And Angela Bassett is about to have the theater wet with tears. I already know it. I was crying during the trailer, so I'm ready.
As soon as I said let's go and my voice cracked, I said they got me.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, to the TikToker that said Riri Williams is using Soup's line. That is not Soup's line. Soup is a TikToker who always says, let's go, when he gets excited. That's not his fucking line, man. It's just something he likes to say. You are not going to equate my Riri Williams to using a TikToker's line when it's just the vocabulary of young kids that say that.
Right. I mean, Little John has a whole song called Let's Go. I listen to it when I work out, and that's been out for a decade at least, maybe 2.
They take the way we talk and then they make it, oh, this is brand new. No, it's black. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You know, what was they saying? They said something about one of the things that we say, and they try to equate it to something disgusting. I was like, dude, no. This is not how you talk.
Yeah,
this is not it. Who's the devil that been telling you this?
Like when Barack and Michelle at first came out and they did the fist bump, they're like, what is this new handshake?
Right.
Yeah. Just stop. It's just stop.
Well, yeah, I just didn't like that because in one of the clips, Riri Williams is trying out her new armor and it fires off and knocks her back and she says, let's go off screen, reminiscent of Iron Man when he did the same thing or whatnot. And he was like, she even says Soup's line. He almost made me use a derogatory comment. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. He does not get that credit. That's that's just something he took from somebody else.
Oh, wow, man.
All right, take a breath.
I did.
I got that off my chest.
I did. Now, Black Adam.
Oh, Black
Do you
Adam.
remember it? Do you remember what they said?
I do not, but I wanted to see if you guys are excited about seeing Black Adam.
Listen, as soon as I saw The Rock and his shiny, amazing head, I was like, I'm going to the movie theaters. That's my dude. That will always be my dude. I'm rather dying for my dude. We're going to the movie theaters to watch this Black Adam and enjoy. We about to eat, okay? Like, I am ready. What?
Yes,
and he looks fabulous in his suit. Like, decked out. I mean, sparkly. I was like, wow. And they did it right too, because like I was hearing about the backstory of Black Adam, because I was not like fully acquainted. I knew it was about Shazam. Like, he's one of he's not a bad guy nor he's a good guy. He's like in between. Like, one day he's messing with the Justice League, the next day he fighting them. So like, he back and forth. But they was like how he got that Egyptian culture to him. So to actually get a brown person to do this, y'all in the right direction. We're gonna have the best of the best right now. And The Rock never disappoints. Like, never disappoints. So I am so ready.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna go see it because I got a man crush on The Rock. I cannot lie about that. I will not deny it. I go see Rock movies because I love The Rock. Now, The Rock officially stopped acting back in 2005 in Fast and Furious 5. That was the last film where he actually tried to act, and he was somebody different. From that moment on, he has been The Rock. Now, I argued with somebody, and I said, they compared She-Hulk to Black Adam. They said, She-Hulk is trash. Thank God Black Adam's coming in a couple weeks. I said, why would you ever compare these two things? Black Adam is already the most inaccurate comic movie to ever come out, because The Rock will not be playing Black Adam. It will be The Rock in a black suit. And I ain't mad at it. I'm just letting you know that right now. She-Hulk is one of the most comic book accurate movies to ever come out. So literally, if you don't like the show, you don't like the comic book. So these things just weren't for you. But The Rock, I love him. I love him to death. But he may have a little bit too much power, and it's going to his head. Because in his interviews, and The Rock can talk. The Rock is very well spoken. He knows how to talk.
Right.
So he has been trying to sell this Superman and Black Adam fight without discrediting his character, Black Adam. So he says, and he stumbles it every time. He says the world's third strongest force in the third strongest force on the planet will meet the strongest force in the universe. This is what he says, and he fucks it up every single time because he's trying to say it specifically a certain way that does not take any power away from him. It takes no power away from Superman, but also without him saying that it's Black Adam and Superman. But the movie's already inaccurate because this is Shazam's villain. He should be fighting Shazam. That's the whole point of him coming in here, was so Shazam can fight Black Adam. But The Rock, with his savvy voice and his smooth muscles, has convinced DC that what we need to see first is Black Adam fighting Superman. Then the man goes on record and says, oh yeah, you'll eventually see me fight Shazam. But the Superman versus Black Adam movie is happening. That's all. He said that is the whole reason we're doing this. So he can fight Superman. And specifically Henry Cavill, because that's who he wants to be Superman.
I did see the rumblings about him coming back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like him. He a nice tall, Caucasian boy. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like, he gives me that like really basic white man handsomeness.
He was like, you ain't basic, boo.
Hey, I'm not mad at you because I love Henry Cavill Superman. But this is also why I'm saying I'm not biased. While Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman, And I would love to see him come back. There's no fucking reason he should be fighting Black Adam, and a Black Adam versus Superman movie comes out before Shazam fights Black Adam. That don't make no sense at all. That is just The Rock doing what The Rock wants. And you know what? If he's got the dick to swing like that, the more powerful.
Right. We here to watch it. Let's go. It's a party.
We gonna sit back in our seats and get our popcorn ready.
We're ready for that. Shoot. Because he think he a demigod already playing Maui.
Right.
So yeah.
He's like, oh, I need to have this in real life. This can't be animated.
Listen, his daughter didn't believe that he was Maui, so he got to prove something now. He was like, nah, I'm going to fight Superman. She ain't got no choice. But be like, that's my daddy fighting Superman.
No mask.
Right.
Right, Juju. He told DC to know their role.
Yeah.
He really did. This man has literally brought Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck back to these roles.
Ben Affleck.
But that's what we need because they are really great for the role that they are in. Like Batman, when they said Ben Affleck was Batman, I almost passed out. I was like, this man is Batman. Hands down. This whole Twilight dude, I couldn't. I was like, come on, Robert Pattinson? He should have been Batman Beyond, not Batman. Like, what are y'all doing?
That's a good pick.
You know what I'm saying? He should have been Batman Beyond. He should have never been Batman. He lives and breathes Batman Beyond. The whole emo thing going on and just him just acting a fool, doing whatever he's doing, you know, trying to catch cats and all that. That's Batman Beyond. That's not Bruce. You know, Bruce already had his go ahead. You know, he's trying to do his thing, beat up people. So yeah, Robert Pattinson should have definitely been Batman Beyond. I don't know why they did this, especially in the direction that they went with how dark the movie was. Because Batman Beyond got dark, especially in the cartoon. So we had that like, that goodness to it. So I was kind of disappointed on that. But yeah, Ben Affleck definitely.
I have a controversial opinion then because I don't care for him in that role.
No?
Really? Look, Ben Affleck can do it for me all day.
He does a bad job or anything. It's just my previous Ben Affleck exposure. I was just like, but I took it. They got my money. But I was just, man.
Yeah. You gotta look at it. So if Ben Affleck gets a good script, he's gonna be the perfect Batman. Because what he did already, he looks like Batman, he moves like Batman, he talks like Batman, he fights like Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the most comic accurate Batmans that we've gotten on screen outside of the animated series.
Right.
And the animated series is perfect. But Patterson looks like Gollum outside of the costume. And I'm not gonna lie, the movie did do some cool things. Like he was walking down these dark shadow hallways coming out of the darkness, and that was cool the first 2 times. But how many dark hallways you gonna walk down?
He didn't come out in the night because he was gonna twinkle. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have him come out of nowhere like that now. Come on.
That's part of that one to me was the villain. At that part, I was like, I like that. But you know, Robert.
At a certain point, I'm gonna get hit to your stick, and I'm just gonna shoot down dark hallways now.
Yeah.
But like, if they would have had him doing more with the shadows, and like using smoke bombs and like falling back into shadows and jumping out of different parts, like and hiding like right above people, like Ben Affleck was. Like if he was doing more stuff like that coming out of the shadows, it would have been great. And then they did a lot of detective work in that movie, which was really good.
Yeah,
but then all the detective work went out the window when the Penguin translated one Spanish word that they got wrong, and it disheveled all of his work. So an hour and a half of dope-looking detective work that we finally was like, Batman's a detective, got disheveled by a penguin. So strike 2.
Right. It wasn't given what it should have gave. And I like the whole enigma thing because like he was behind the scenes.
I like that too.
But like when they had showed the Joker, because we knew it was the Joker. Come on, don't play with us. I was like, oh, what is this? Like, I know he fell in chemical waste, but I didn't know he was out here like all scarred up like that. Looking like Bane almost. It was just weird. So I was like, I don't know about that.
Keenan says Robert Pattinson is still young and would make a great fit to play Terry McGinnis if the live action Batman Beyond ever comes.
Yes, absolutely.
Zelena said we got about 32 Jokers.
We do. I'm tired of Batman fighting Joker. He got other great villains he can go after.
Yes. Look, I'm actually tired of Batman. All y'all need to do is give me my Ben Affleck Batman movie, and I'm done.
Right.
I don't need nothing else after that. Give me Ben Affleck as Batman in a whole film. I'm good. I'm about to shake The Rock's hand when I meet him because I am getting my Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill. So that makes me happy. So for that, Rock, I am definitely going to go pay this $16 to go see your movie.
Yep.
I know it won't be comic book accurate. I know it won't be. But guess what? I don't care about Black Adam to begin with. And all you people that think you care about Black Adam, shut the fuck up, because you don't. Nobody was begging for a Black Adam movie. Nobody was over here with picket signs saying I have a Black Adam. And same thing with all these other comic movies that are coming out with these C and D list characters. None of y'all cared about these characters in the books. So don't act like you do now that they got a TV show. And
right.
And that's that on that then. You still drawing, right?
Huh?
You still drawing though, right?
I'm still drawing. But I am done with this. This is my attempt at your wonderful monthly event with my characters, Hotshot and Vigilance.
Yeah. Looking awesome over there. I'm gonna have to color it so that we can do a collab like we did before.
Hey, I will slide it right over to you.
Yes.
But even though we got into this whole geek art debate, let's not forget why we're here. There's a link in the chat. Hit it up, y'all. If you've already pledged to it, that's great. Thank you so much. Give it a share. If you don't have any money, give it a share. If you are tight on funds, she will take $1. Dollars stack up. We take those. We do not turn them away. And if you just have some money and you want to show some support to a very dope, hardworking person, that is show her some love. Give her some money. She works her ass off. She is out here 7 days a week pushing this art. If it's not on her stream, it is on her comic book. If it's not in her comic book, it is at a convention. And if it's not at a convention, she's being interviewed. So let's get her content out there. 12 days to go. Let's get her up to $2,000 and let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. And you know, you guys can get the comics while you're in there too.
Absolutely.
Nope.
All right. So I want to thank the chat for tuning in today, hanging out with us. Next week, I will have Moana in the building with us, and she'll be joined by Ryan. We'll be talking about their Kickstarter. And and then I don't know who I got after that, but it's on the calendar. I got somebody, so don't worry about that. It is on the calendar. I promise it is. But yeah, so I forgot to play our commercial. Crap. I got
play that commercial. Run it.
Run that commercial. We'll be right back after this commercial break. There we go. I told you.
Nice.
So check out the Mon and Nui podcast actually happening tomorrow on the Agents of Geekdom Network channel. That will be at 7:30 and 8:30. So be sure to check them out. They run 2 episodes a night on Thursdays on the same network channel. Check them out. They're going to have some good stuff on there. Like I said, Moana and Ryan will join us next week. I'm Mike Watson. You can find me at Most Epic Art on all social media platforms and fsknow.com for all our merch and our comic books at Freestyle Comics. Amayu, where can everybody find you? You
can find me at Amayu82 on Instagram, Amayu1 on YouTube. I'm usually the only Amayu, so you should be able to find me.
All right.
Same. I am actually Google friendly because I'm the only person in the world with the name Vesenia. So you can find me Vesenia Designs. I'm always on Twitch / Vesenia Designs Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So come through, check me out.
Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Chat and Draw. We'll be back next week. Be sure to follow and subscribe to our Agents of Geekdom Network. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And if you have been getting your Kickstarter packages from me, from Freestyle Comics, go ahead, take pictures, post your images, let everybody see them, so we know they're out there and they're living and breathing.
What hashtag should they use if they post a picture?
Hashtag FSK.
There it is.
Hashtag FSK.
FSK. Yeah. Where's my credit card?
Tag it up. Tag it.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr. Watson.